You're watching Talking Points, a focus on the political scene in Lubbock and across the South Plains.
And welcome back. Here's a look at some of the political headlines of the past week. Congressman Arrington, who we saw a little earlier, introduced a bill called the CLOSE Act this week. CLOSE standing for Closing Loopholes on Safety Net Exploitation. It's meant to eliminate abuse of the food stamp program by keeping ineligible people from enrolling, similar to a plan that was originally part of the 2018 Farm Bill but was pulled out of the final draft of that. And an interesting note from the candidate filings to the Federal Election Commission. A Democrat from Lubbock named Angel David Martinez has filed paperwork to run for Congress in 2022 in the Texas 37th District. The only issue here is there is no Texas 37th District, at least not yet anyway. Remember, the state's expected to gain 3 seats in Congress because of population growth here, so I guess Mr. Martinez is just out getting an early start. All right, and let's spend 5 good minutes with Robert Sullivan, who's one of the candidates to become the new judge of the 140th District Court. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Brian. Thank you for having me on.
We sure appreciate you coming in. All right, Lubbock native, Texas Tech school alum. You can tell by the tie, of course, there. That's always good. I looked at your resume and I was fascinated by this. You know, while you were at Tech, you worked as a student attorney in the public defender's office. I didn't even realize that was the thing that you could do.
Yes, Brian, my entire career has been leading up to being in the criminal justice field in Lubbock. After I graduated from Tech for my undergrad, I clerked for Jim Doolin, a local judge here, Justice of the Peace. And then while at Texas Tech Law School, I worked for the Caprock Regional Public Defender Office. And as a student, I was given a temporary bar card. We were allowed to go out into the small rural communities, obviously watched over by an attorney who was licensed, but we actually practiced law. We did criminal cases and we represented indigent people who were unable to afford their own attorney. I
think that's amazing. And you mentioned working for Jim Doolin for a while. You know, tell me what that was like and what you took away from that experience.
It was amazing to really give me my first-hand look at the criminal justice system, even at the JP courts, because those are truly the courts where people go every day. And you deal with the public every single day, especially with traffic tickets and things like that. And so it really gave me kind of that heads up and that fire that, yes, this is what I wanted to do right here in Lubbock.
Sure. In private practice then, and that's gone well. And because of that, you know, I have to ask, you get better pay, you can be your own boss. Why you put that aside and to become a judge in the 140th?
You know, Brian, my family owes everything to Lubbock. Going back to my parents and my grandparents, we've been incredibly blessed by this city. And to be honest, I'm at a point in my career where I can give everything back to Lubbock. I can work 24/7 if need be. I can be up at 3 a.m. for the brave men and women of the Lubbock Police Department and the Lubbock Sheriff's Office when they need a warrant. I can read the hundreds of pages of case law that come out every week on a Friday night and be ready to go in court on Monday knowing everything. That success in my private practice and my business has given me that, and it's time for me to give back and to serve.
That's good. You know, we've had a lot of judge candidates in to visit, good folks, all of them. What is it in your experience or your philosophy that makes you a little bit different, something that you have that make you stand out from some of the others, maybe in your resume or just in your life experience?
Well, Brian, it's the breadth and the depth of my experience. Like you mentioned, private practice my whole career and the criminal justice system here in Lubbock, a focus on every kind of case that goes before the court. I've handled traffic tickets all the way up to murder. And even I've done some some civil cases. Family law, divorce, there are so many the court will hear it. But what really sets me apart is my focus on mental health. Through the years, I have become one of only 14 attorneys in Lubbock that take court-appointed mental health cases. And that is anywhere from 35% of the Lubbock County caseload. And there is also, on top of that, an additional 30% of people that are suffering from mental illness in the Lubbock County jails that aren't sick enough to qualify. You see it on your broadcast every night. Mental illness is a major factor in America today. And unfortunately, our jails and our justice system have become the front lines of that.
And is it difficult to get in a situation where you can be qualified to handle those kinds of things?
You just have to have a continual experience with it. You have to go through certain training, and you go through a higher level of educational requirements each year through the local LPDO private defender's office system.
Interesting. Folks here talk a lot about activist judges, or they're out there, people who might legislate from the bench. You hear that a lot. How does someone, though, go about keeping their personal feelings out of that judge's job, especially in emotional cases where you might be affected by something or someone? How tough is that to do?
Well, as a role for judge, it shouldn't really be too hard at all, because you divorce yourself from everything in that regard. When you are up there, you are not emotional. You are not Robert Sullivan, the candidate, Robert Sullivan, the Lubbock citizen and private lawyer. You are the judge. You are representative of the entire judicial process, and letting everybody that comes into court know that there is no bias or prejudice. It is fair and balanced across the board. And so while it seems difficult, in some ways it really isn't, because that's just the temperament you have to have. You just have to let it go.
Interesting. He's got a handle on all of it. He's Robert Sullivan. He's a candidate for 140th District Court Judge. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.